All right, man. Ben Parrish, take three. Talk to me about this matchup. Were you kind of surprised that they rebooked it at all? Just given that you kind of, you went out there and fought somebody different last time you won. Did you think this was behind you, or did you feel like you had unfinished business a little bit?
Yeah, I was definitely surprised a little bit for sure because I figured, honestly, in my opinion, Simon Biong was definitely a step up in competition. So I figured it wouldn't have been Ben again, but when they offered Ben, I was like, okay, yeah, I've already supposed to fight this guy twice before, and I'm just ready to get it out of the way, get another W. And he's confident, I love that he really wants this fight, and it should be a good fight. I'm gonna dominate, but it should be a good fight.
Yeah, and I know you've struggled sometimes to get people to sign the dotted line. So, I mean, is there just like a level of mutual respect already? I mean, you guys went through like, a cancellation on your end, a cancellation on his end. So is it? Do you feel like you guys you kind of have owed it to each other a little bit in out of that respect?
Yeah, of course, there's always a mutual respect for sure, just because, anybody that's willing to step in there and do what we do, I always have respect for, but especially, against me, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but yeah, I definitely have respect for Ben, but, right now he's in my way, so I have to go in there and dominate him, and hopefully after this one, I can get a top 10 guy.
Yeah, and that last performance, I know kind of the storyline going into that fight was like, oh, this is, Christian's big step up in competition. You went out there and you just dominated him, and you were pretty happy on fight night. But when you went back and watched it, I mean, did that enthusiasm carry? Were you like, man, that was one of the better performances I've had so far?
Yeah, I definitely was pretty happy with the performance just because, I felt like my head movement was good, my striking was clean, everything that I did was pretty technically sound, but I'm always take away the good and the bad, and I know that there are some things that I definitely could have did better, but overall it was a good performance, so I'm happy with it.
Was there anything specific like that really stuck out to you, like from that last one that you need to improve on?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not like carrying my hands so low, you know what I mean? Even though I got great head movement and instinct, it's also, it's not always gonna get me out of trouble. So I, maybe not carrying my hands so low next time. But I grew up watching Anderson Silva, that was my guy growing up. So I sometimes, you know what I mean, I get in the zone and I forget, just get a little excited. But I'll do better about it this fight.
Yeah, what do you think of Anderson's his boxing career? Have you been watching any of that?
Man, I don't know, man. He's doing well so far,
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly think that might have been his calling this whole time. I mean, obviously, he was a beast in MMA, but might have been his calling this whole time, honestly.
Yeah, and watching a guy, you're a young guy coming up and seeing somebody like him at his age doing this, like, do you envision yourself that's how long you're going to do this for? Is that kind of the goal? Like, that if you're at that age, you've kind of made it, or do you not anticipate that your career will be that long?
No, absolutely not. I'm talking about the GSP plan, man. Like, I'm like making as much cash as I can, as early as I can. I'm getting the fuck out because I want to make enough money to be good for life, and I want to be able to read bedtime stories to my kids at night. So, yeah, no, I don't want to do this until my 40s.
Gotcha.
So you mentioned that you felt your last opponent, Simon, was a step up from Ben, and now that you beat him so easily and you're getting back to the Ben fight, do you feel like you have an extra amount of confidence knowing how easily you dispatched an opponent who you thought was a step up?
Yeah, it definitely gives me a boost of confidence for sure, just because I genuinely believe that Simon is more, no disrespect to Ben, I have, obviously I have respect for Ben, but I just feel like Simon was a higher level athlete as far as skill and well, just athleticism. But I'm not taking anything away from Ben. I know he's coming to win. I know he's confident, but I don't think it'll be a harder fight than Simon, honestly.
And a lot of people seem to share that sentiment that you have, that he is a step down, and a lot of people are picking you to win that fight. Are you aware that you are the heavy favorite, and when that comes, do you pay attention to that at all? Does the people expecting you to win make a little bit more pressure?
No, actually, I wasn't. I was aware, but it doesn't add pressure. It's just it's the fight game. And anything can happen. But I know what I'm capable of. I know the level of competition that I'm ready for, and that I'm not just capable of beating those guys, but I'm capable of being the champion in this division. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, there's no pressure. I mean, this is what I do.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.